Hello MAPS members, my name is Bart Cedillo from MAPS Credit Union, and I'm here to spend a few moments with you talking about how to make a mobile deposit using our MAPS app. So of course we're going to need our phone, and make sure your MAPS app is downloaded on your phone, and then of course we're going to need our check. So the first thing we want to do once we've logged in is go to our hamburger menu, which is on the top left corner of the screen. It looks like 3 lines there, and we're going to choose that and look for our options for the option that says mobile deposit. After we click on our mobile deposit, here it's going to bring up another screen, and in this screen, the first time we're making a deposit, there isn't going to be any history, but as we use this app more and more to make these mobile deposits, you'll be able to see those deposit histories of any checks you've made in the last 30 days. In this case, I am going to go ahead and proceed to make my deposit. On the bottom of the screen, we're going to see the option that says deposit a check. So I'm going to click on that. It's going to bring me to another screen here. Once the screen loads, we're going to go ahead and select the account that we want to deposit into. I'm going to open up my options here, and I see my checking account option, and I'm going to choose that. And the next line is asking for the check amount. Here's where I'm going to enter the dollar amount of my check. I'm going to go ahead and do that, including my decimal point there for my cents. A quick note, the maximum deposit for our app is $4,000. And if your check is above that, hey, we invite you to come into one of our branches so we can help you within our offices there. The next option I'm going to move into here is taking a picture of the check. So obviously I have my check here. It is always suggested, especially since my table here is white, to have a darker background, and I have a little notepad that I'm going to use, and I'm going to place my check on this darker notepad that's black here, and I'm going to go ahead and click on this option on my screen that says front of check. It's going to open up my camera, and I'm going to go ahead and position my camera above the check and kind of work the screen until I get closer and closer to the check, and it's going to go ahead and snap the picture of that front of the check on its own once it sees and identifies the check. And I'm looking at that image, and that image looks great. Now I'm going to proceed to take a picture of the back of the check, and I'll pause here for a moment just to mention, make sure that you sign the back of the check and also write for mobile deposit only. So I'm going to go ahead and proceed to do that. I'm going to sign my name, and then I'm going to write for mobile deposit only. Wonderful. And I'm going to once again place that check on this darker background. I'm going to go ahead and click on this button. There is a reminder that comes up on the app also reminding you to sign the back of the check, endorse it, and then also write for mobile deposit only. I'm going to go ahead and hit continue. And once again, I'm going to bring the camera over the check, waiting for the frames to align with the check. Once it's aligned, it'll snap that picture on its own. And I'm going to go ahead and look at that picture, and it looks great. So everything is in there the way it should. I'm going to go ahead and click submit. And now that check has been accepted. One thing that I will mention as well in regards to taking pictures of these checks using our app, a lot of times we have the tendency of placing our check in our purse or in our wallet, folding it up a couple of times or wrinkling it up a little bit, sticking it in our pocket. And that does make it challenging sometimes when we're depositing these checks. So as much as possible, if you can keep it nice and flat, meanwhile you're waiting to use the app and deposit it, that's just a best practice that I like to mention as well. On the app, if you find yourself in a moment where you have a question, don't forget that we do have our live chat that you can click on, and it's here on the bottom right corner of the screen. You can click on that, and we're open during normal business hours when you will see that somebody will be live and available to answer any questions you may have. So wonderful, it looks like my check has been accepted and I am good to go. I'm gonna go ahead and log out of my mobile app, and then we are all set. Thank you so much for spending a few moments here with me. If you have any questions, we're here to take care of you. Feel free to give us a call or visit one of our branches, or once again, use our chat feature on our app. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day.